Hey, 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 ladies! Welcome to Beware the Aging Slippery Slope. So today we are talking about maintaining and improving our balance. So such an important topic, because here's what happens is that we all start to lose some level of balance as we are aging. And so what's important is to notice when we're on that slippery slope, so that what we can do is we can turn it around and actually improve where we are at. So here's the thing, did you know that you can start to lose your balance ability and the level in our 20s? Like our 20s, can you believe that? And so what happens is, if it starts in our 20s and we do nothing about it, then imagine what it's going to be like when you're in your 60s like me. So, what could happen there is I could potentially fall and injure myself. And I certainly don't want to do that. So, and I know you don't want to do it either. So how do we go about improving our balance? Well, the first thing that we need to identify is that it is on the decline. So one of the things that I want you to think about is just simply standing on one leg. So can you stand on one leg, and how long can you stand on one leg? And if you haven't tried that in a while, then maybe it's time to do so. So here's one of the things that I caught myself doing. So I started to notice that I was sitting when I was taking my shoes off. Now, I never used to do that. I used to always stand and take my shoes off, undo the laces, throw them around the place, and things were really good. And then all of a sudden, one day, I went, I'm sitting down. That was a clear sign that I was on the aging slippery slope, that my balance was declining and I needed to do something about it. So what I started to do was stand to put my shoes on and to take them off as well. But here's what happened is I had to lean against the wall for a little bit to actually start to improve my balance. And that's okay, because what you're doing is identifying where you're at, okay? And then what you're doing is slowly making changes to improve it. So here's what happens is that we start to lose muscle mass in those young ages. So, in our 20s, in our 30s. And so what's happening is, as we're losing our muscle, we're losing our ability to balance as well. But we're also probably sitting more than we used to as well. And so that impacts our core stability in our body. And so if we are losing our core strength through the center part of our body, then that is also going to be impacting our balance as well. And so you'll notice that in the background here, I have one of the old-fashioned steppers. These things are fantastic for actually getting your feet and lifting yourself up off the ground. Because one of the things that can also happen is we start to drag our feet a little bit more. Okay, or we start to wear lower shoes, right? So we go from those gorgeous high heel stilettos down to those mid-level shoes, and then from there we go to flat shoes, and then eventually what can happen is, if you're anything like my mum, you start to wear shoes that are Velcro or that don't even have laces on them, because what happens is there is that slow, steady decline. And of course we want to pick it up early so that you can make changes. So here's what I'm doing over in my free group, which is Women Over 50 Get Active and Healthy. This week is all about balance. And so we have a balance challenge. And so this morning, what I've done is taken everyone through just 4 very, very simple exercises that you can do to start to see where your balance is at and then start to improve it. Because if our balance is impacted, it's going to impact how we move, how we sit, how we stand, and how we function in daily life. And so what we want to do is we want to improve it, right? So go ahead, join my free group, Women Over 50, Get Active and Healthy, and come and join the balance challenge this week and actually improve your balance so that you can stay off the slippery slope and you can keep doing all the things that you love and enjoy in life. So take care, have a super day, and I'll see you all soon. Mwah! Bye for now.